Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to my channel where we create new content as often as Spirit allows and where I share my personal transformations with you. I hope everyone is doing well on tonight. Um, Tonight's video is going to be just a little bit different. I'm going to be talking about the planetary alignments and oh, there's a ladybug crawling on my plant. We are in the midst of the planets aligning, and that's never like really happened before, like all 7 planets being in alignment with each other. And I don't really understand it because, like I said, I'm new to it. I'm studying it. I'm learning it. And the reason that I am interested in learning about astrology is because it's the way that nature works, and God is nature. That's what God created: the planets, the sun, the moon, the stars. And if there is anything that we ever wanted to know, we should study it from nature, because nature cannot be manipulated. Man was manipulated, but nature cannot be manipulated. Those planets being in alignment cannot be manipulated. That's something that's very rare. That means that everything under the sun, everything under the planet, under everything under the heaven and the earth is in alignment with each other, is agreeing. So this is another episode of As Above, So Below, As Within, So Without. This is about creating new content. This is new to me. This is Spirit speaking through me. This is about creating new, something that has never happened before. Things are shifting, things are changing. This is a season of creating. Your world is shifting, is what I'm getting. Your inner world is about to match the outer world because you brought heaven to earth. At this time, it is very crucial that you no matter what's going on around you, no matter, I know this is something that I say a lot in probably a ton of my videos because it's crucial, especially in the rest of the days in February, in mid-March. It's important that you stay grounded. It's important that you keep your thoughts focused. You have to remember that, well, not necessarily keep your thoughts focused, but learn how to, when you find them going to the left, focus on pulling them back to the right, to the center of your soul. Train the thoughts to manifest what you want to see take place in your reality. Okay. By those planets being in alignment, that means you definitely need to be in alignment, because things are going to manifest at a more rapid rate. And your brain is a machine. Sometimes the thoughts can just wander without you even being aware of it. But the thoughts can just like ramble on. But if you can stay grounded, if you can, no matter what thought comes in your mind, if you learn how to control yourself, if you learn how to stay seated, if you learn how to stay grounded in your emotions and not react, if you understand what I'm saying, if you learn how to not be moved by what's going on and stay like unbothered, by what, like non-reactive, like someone may be trying to get under your skin, but don't allow it to move you. This may take you getting up at 4 a.m. and meditating and calling those things as not as though they were. You may have to get back into your scriptures. I know God reveals a lot of things to us, and there are more tools available than the Bible, but sometimes you have to take it back old school, and you have to read that word over your life. You have to meditate on that word over your life, and you have to call those things as not as though they were when you're feeling these insecurities that want to take control of you. You have to learn how to find a word that pertains to your situation and say that word over you. Like, there's so many beautiful women in this world. Women are dressing it up with these different wigs and these, I'm talking about spending money like it's nobody else's business just to dress up the outer appearance and not care what the inner feels like. You put so much emphasis on the outer, but you forget how the inner person feels. It's we're in a new we're in the age where everything is so fast paced. Everybody wants to be glamorized, and that's killing a society of ladies, because they've forgotten who they are. They've forgotten that they are already queens. They've forgotten that they're already valuable. They've forgotten that they're already the prize. Like, who are you in competition with? Be in competition with yourself. You are fearfully and wonderfully made in the image of God. All those things that you are insecure about, you don't have to be, because you're beautiful just like you are. You're perfect just like you are. You allowed the world to take that innocence away from you. You care so much about what other people thought of you, but you don't have to do that. Allow your mask to fall off as well. Accept yourself just the way you are. Fall back in alignment with yourself, with your true self, with your innocent self. That's the only way to truly win. What are you chasing after? You don't have to chase anything. Attract everything to you. Just like your child depends on you, you have a Father in heaven that you can depend upon. If you are in alignment, everything is going to be delivered to you. Everything is going to be delivered to you in this season if you are in alignment. Just like those planets, it's getting ready to happen speedily for you. You're going to have to be like a magnet. Well, you're not going to have to be. You are. You're like a magnet. You always have been like a magnet. But now that you are aware of how this thing works, you are going to manifest better, because you realize that you are like a magnet. People used to say that opposites attract, but really, opposites don't attract. You and that person were mirroring each other. You were maybe trauma bonding, or whichever level that you met on. You could have been rich bonding. Everything is not all bad. But if you're on this, if you are if you are on the side where you are getting ready to come up, then most likely the relationships that you've been in the past, you were trauma bonding. So you were not opposites, you were mirroring each other. And if you have changed and the people that's around you have not changed, but the love stayed the same, the frequency stayed the same, then you probably are going to be able to stay together. Before I came on to do the video, before my prayer, my meditation, I was working with some of my crystals, and I was left with the white quartz crystal, and that led me to tell you that that's the crystal that some of you are being led to work with at this time. This crystal is going to bring about changes with the frequencies, and it's going to bring about more understanding of just letting things be as they are and not judging them, because sometimes you can think something is wrong and it's right, and sometimes you can think something is right and it's wrong. That's where what that's what we call an opinion. Okay, when you reach a certain point in your journey, you will have to realize that there really is no right and there really is no wrong. Some things that I perceive is right on yesterday, or that I may have nagged about on yesterday, I perceive it differently on today, because in this time of my growth spurt, I am realizing that some things that I thought was a problem, it was not a problem. It was just me feeding my ego. It was me saying that I didn't like that, or I didn't agree with that, or standing firm in a decision, or standing 10 toes on something, because I was feeding my ego. I was so bothered by what somebody else was doing or what somebody else had going on, because I was being used by my ego. And that's the lower the lower part of the brain is the best way I can describe it at this point. And we have to allow everyone to be free thinkers, because you desire to be a free thinker. Allow everybody to make their decisions based on the way they feel without judging them. And then you get to realize that your life is so much lighter. You begin to deviate, let go of some of the blockages that are in your earth field. You create blockages and you create tension, and that won't allow the energy to flow to you as easily as it could have. So you are required to work in a space that's not close to your ego in this season. Continue to sit at the feet, at the face of the Most High. Continue to ask God to be with you. Even though you know this, sometimes you need reassuring. God will never leave you nor forsake you. Ask God to be a light, to guide you, to walk with you, to lead you, to carry you however you need God. God is so amazing. God is so awesome. And God is going to get the glory out of every manifestation. Because God is the one that is working through me, that is working with me, that is giving me these downloads, that is giving me this abundant life. I call my life to be what the Creator created me to be, abundant. Let's get so bold in our creating. When we journal, let's begin to say, instead of saying, oh, I have so many bills, let's begin to say, paid in full, F-U-L-L. I have to get some dental work done, and sometimes it's hard for me to speak properly, so excuse me. But let's begin to say paid in full. Let's begin to say it's already paid for. Let's begin to say it's already taken care of. Your Father in heaven already provided everything that you need. It's just you're not expecting anything. You go to church Sunday after Sunday and you hear the same old messages over and over and over. It's time for something new. You're not expecting anything. You're tired. You're worn out from life. Because of those leashes that have been in your energy. Let that go. It doesn't concern you. It doesn't concern you. You need God. That's all you need. God gonna show you the way. Just like God showed me the way. It's one thing for me to tell you what God revealed to me. But what can God reveal to you if you try God for yourself? If all of us get together and tell God, use me, God, for your glory. If we give God that attention. If we tweet about God and not Trump. What can we get accomplished here on earth? Be about your Father's business. Be about your mother's business in heaven. And it ain't nothing but being happy and loving each other and getting along with each other and letting people live their life as they see please without you judging them. It's God who's going to develop their character, not you. The world is already we already have enough spiritual wickedness in heavenly places. We done with that. We already have enough chaos and confusion going on. Why don't you be the change for people? If you really want to see change, who are you? Which side are you on? Who are you believing? Are you a candidate for Trump? Or are you a candidate for the Lord? Who are you believing? Who are you trusting? Who are you putting your faith in? all that is instilling fear in you. Stay in alignment with love and not lack and not worry. There's enough on this planet for all of us to thrive on. I hope this video helps someone on today. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching.